Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm so grateful that you are here, and I'm more grateful. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. That happens to me every time. I'm going to figure out the how to really sync this thing so that I won't have that feedback in the very beginning. Nonetheless, I am so happy you are here. It's Tuesday. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I want you to be thinking about that. As you are out there in YouTube land or YouTube feed, hope that you are that you would stop by. And if this is your first time watching any of my videos, I'm Stephanie Strong. I am a personal development and executive coach. I am a certified personal development and executive coach, and I work with career professionals, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, executive leaders to break through mindset barriers that hold them back so that they can achieve more meaning, happiness, and fulfillment in their lives. All right, so we have to break through some of those mindset barriers. But today I am talking about, I'm talking about ditch the myth. Ditch the myth. What, pray tell, is she going to be talking about today? I'm sure you're asking. Well, this is specifically for high achievers, but not exclusively. But I want to speak to high achievers because, well, I'm a high achiever. I am a high achiever, and I know that space all too well. So I want to speak directly to high achievers and others who may find themselves just always on the grind, or you're pursuing your goals so fervently that you are forgetting about some of the things that are the most meaningful to you. No judgment, no shame here. Listen, we're in this thing together. And I know for myself that I had to get clear about things that are really important to me. But I sit on this side of the screen as a person who is a high achiever. And I don't necessarily wear it as a badge of honor, because there's a whole journey that really sort of opened this path up for me. I didn't choose to be a high achiever per se, but it has opened up for me. And there's some good, and then there's some not so good, memories along my path that really got me here. But if you are a high achiever, I want you to pull up close, because I'm your friend. I'm your friend, I'm your girl, and I'm your coach in this video. So I want to share 3 points around how to ditch the myth that success equals happiness. All right. Now, you can have happiness within your success journey, but to pursue success for the sake of it making you happy, that can be a bit of a misnomer. But I want to ditch the myth, because there are a lot of successful people that are not happy. There are a lot of successful C-suite folk that are not happy. There are a lot of executives that are not happy. There are a lot of career professionals who have had enormous success in their careers, and they are not happy. I am an entrepreneur. I have been an entrepreneur for 95% of my adult life. And so I know the journey of pursuing goals. I know that journey of having to wear many hats. I know that journey of being incessantly being driven by my goals for success. I get it. And I also get how I have lost myself. I also get how I became consumed with pursuing and pushing and stretching myself, and quite as it's kept, I'll admit, and being an overachiever too, So I want you to be thinking about 3 things. Success doesn't guarantee happiness. Focus on what's matter. Focus on what matters. That's number 2. And number 3, embrace the journey. So again, 3 points I'm going to make. Success doesn't guarantee happiness, number 1. Number 2, focus on what matters. And number 3, embrace your journey. See, achieving success in one area of life doesn't automatically lead to overall happiness and fulfillment, okay? So you must ask yourself, even if you're in the throes of just being overwhelmed and feeling unfulfilled, you have to ask yourself, What is the most meaningful thing to me right now? Ask yourself, what is the most meaningful thing to me right now? What is meaningful? Is making money meaningful to you? Well, making money is not a bad thing. Like, we need money. I am not of the mindset that we don't need money. And money can buy some form of happiness, but I'm talking about authentic happiness that does not come from external indicators or external motivators. You can have some motivation around your success and you can have some happiness, but I'm talking about the inner peace that comes with authentic happiness. But that's another video. But I want you to be thinking about, what is the most meaningful thing to me right now? And I also want you to be thinking about, like, who am I? Like, who am I? If I were to set my successful accomplishments aside, ask yourself, who am I outside of my job? Who am I outside of my title? Who am I outside of the accolades? Who am I outside of prestige? Who am I outside of a role? Who am I outside of prestige, notoriety, or fame? Who am I? You must ask yourself that one fundamental question. Who am I? Ask yourself that. Now, you may be exactly where you're supposed to be, or even where you want to be. Great. I'm still evolving. I have not yet arrived, but I know I'm going somewhere, and I want you to go somewhere too in your life. I know it's up, 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 because all we want to do is win, win, win. I want to win at being the best me. And what if you could also win at being the best you? What if your success is predicated and premised on being your absolute best self? And what does that look like to you? So, although I have had loads of achievements and success, and maybe if you're a high achiever, so have you. But when all things die down for the day and you actually are getting ready to prepare yourself for bed at night and to rest, how well are you resting? How much are you saying, I feel good about where I am on my life's path, on my career path? I feel good. Doesn't mean perfection, it just means I'm good. And if you are, great, because you know what? I'm good. But I had to get there. I wasn't always good. Telling you the truth. All right. So be thinking about, like, what does success look like outside of the external busyness and productivity and the pushing and the grinding? What does success look like for you? All right. Number 2, focus on what matters. So here's one way that you can really start thinking about, like, what's really meaningful to you. And that is to pursue, to focus on what really matters. In other words, instead of pursuing success for its own sake, that you are prioritizing the things that truly matter to you and that bring you joy and purpose. So what brings you joy? What brings you purpose? How are you living into your purpose? How are you living in a place of absolute contentment, that your soul breathes and is at rest and is at a place of contentment? Because contentment is not about things. Contentment is not about the pursuit of attaining a particular goal. Goals are great. You must have goals. But to pursue success for the sake of just pursuing success, you have to ask yourself why. What is it about successful that is meaningful to you? And ask yourself this, am I leveraging my success to have more stuff or to have more influence or impact? Because those are not necessarily bad things. But if you are wrestling at night because you absolutely do not have peace of mind, and you absolutely are not genuinely happy, and you're feeling unfulfilled, overworked, overwhelmed, then this is a good time to pause out for a moment and focus on what matters. And number 3, embrace the journey. Listen, happiness isn't a destination. Of course, you know, it's a journey. It's a journey. Rather than fixating on a specific end goal, find joy in the process of growth and self-discovery. And I want to share that with you because high achievers, like we literally get laser focused and we become incessant, like we will not stop until whatever it is we're working on is done. Until I can put a period, an exclamation point behind it, I'm not satisfied. But I have learned to integrate my happiness into my success journey. Did you get that? Integrate my happiness into my success journey. Success doesn't make me happy, but I'm happy within. So I bring my happiness to my success journey. Did you get that? Did you get that? Bring your happiness. And if you need more happiness, you want more happiness, more contentment, and more fulfillment in your life, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, because the thing that really has been, like weighing on me is folk like myself who are high achievers. We are rank high, maybe in our businesses or in our industry, whatever it is for you. And it's hard to get to the authentic self. So a lot of times high achievers, not everybody, I'm just saying, generally speaking, high achievers really, really laser focus on that performative measure, that performative metric. And while performance has its role, so does your purpose. So don't let your performance outshine your purpose. Somebody tweet that. Don't let your performance outshine your purpose. You got to get to what's meaningful to you, finding your purpose. So 1, success doesn't guarantee happiness. Discover what is meaningful to you. Find out what matters to you. Do your best to not pursue success for its own sake, because you'll have it. I mean, many of us have had a lot of success, but that joy, that inner peace, that sense of fulfillment, that sense of yes, where everything is natural, everything is infinite, everything is yes. That's by E.E. Cummings. I just quoted him, right? E.E. Cummings, right? He says, like, I have this on my wall, right? This is the birthday, right? No, yes, here it is. And yes, so he says, I thank you, God. I'll just read a little bit of it. For most this amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees and the blue true dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. Today is a day for you to say, I'm grateful for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. Today is the day that you get to say yes to yourself. Yes, I want success, but yes, I am going to show up for me, and I am going to start my journey on authentic happiness, because you get to bring your happiness into your success journey. And that's what I want to share with you today. And so if you want more information about how you can really lock into more happiness, you want to learn how to grow your authentic happiness, then I am going to put a link in the description of this video so that you can get on a waiting list, because I'm going to have a masterclass. And I'm going to tell you, I'm baking it right now, but I want you to get on the waiting list, and I'll put that link there. And I'm going to let you know when that masterclass is going to be ready. But high achievers, we got this. We are in this together. It's all about your evolution. It's about elevation, and it's about finding your authentic voice, your authentic self, and living it from a place of intention. All right, you guys, take care and have yourself the most amazing day.